Uncensored. We all know with the recent floods here in the state of Texas, we have to be prepared for a natural disaster. You have to have that to-go bag. And of course, you can have this, a portable hard drive from Samsung, a T7, where you can put your important documents and family photos on it. But also, you have to be prepared financially. We have an expert talking about that tonight. Now, one of the things I brought you on here for is to prepare us, to alert us about our financial responsibility and survival during these times of disaster. Many times you'll live in your home and a hurricane will come and it'll destroy it. And so how do you even prepare for a financial emergency like that? Let's say you're not rich. We're talking to the average person out here where, you're living possibly from check to check. So how do you prepare for the future if you're faced with a natural disaster we're not prepared for?
Yeah, Isaiah. So it's really easy for us to go on TV and say, have an emergency fund, have all the supplies, have a full tank of gas. But not everybody can afford that.
Right.
Right? Some people are struggling. So we have to make do and adapt and prepare with what we have.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, if you can have an emergency fund, yes, please, by all means, save what you can, set aside for literally a rainy day.
Yeah, I mean, and it could be $10, $20 a month or a week or whatever you can afford. Just put it aside and prepare for that emergency, because there will be an emergency.
Right. And the thing is also that there's a chance the person may not have income, right? If you're a server at a restaurant, you're not going to be getting the tips that your livelihood depends on. If you are a hairstylist, you're not going to have clients coming in. So you won't have income either. So that is definitely going to be critical, that emergency fund. But there are other things that you can do. Sure, have insurance will help, renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance. If you have a home, chances are you are required to have homeowner's insurance. There's some affordable rental insurance as well that may help with any damages to your house.
It's also the federal government, and that's FEMA, but you're talking about on average a check from $700 to $1,000. Now, how much you can do? Every penny counts. Every penny counts, but you're not going to get a whole lot in the beginning from the federal government when it comes to emergency money.
The way things are going now, I don't even know if FEMA is going to be around to help anybody. So we cannot count on FEMA or anybody to come for our help. But look, when it comes to supplies, little things like saving water, having ice, you can do that ahead of time. And that will save you from spending that money at the store. Buying batteries, certain supplies, or first aid kit or toilet paper on sale, or when you have a little bit of extra money, go to the dollar store and shop for those items before there's an emergency.
And of course, you have a list for us. Let's let you take a look at that list and give us some things off of your list for the viewer out there.
Right. So like I said, stock up slowly as your income allows. The emergency fund, if you can, to the extent that you can. Keep extra gas. I don't love that too much because I don't like the idea of having gas in your garage or in your house. Look for sales on things like batteries, toilet paper, first aid items, probably at the dollar store, which is not dollar store anymore. I think it's $1.50 now.
Lucy, we're going to take a quick break here, come back and finish your list in just a moment. We'll continue this very important conversation. If you've ever faced a disaster in your life, you know you need to prepare financially as well. And we have financial expert Lucy Petry here. We'll be back with more of her tips in just a moment here on The Factor Uncensored.
Program is being brought to you by Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Lucy Petry is here with us, and we're going to complete our list on what you need in case there is a disaster, and we mean a financial situation, what you need financially, because many people will find themselves without the money they need to survive these disasters. So, Lucy, let's pick up your list again and what people need in order to survive.
Okay, well, let's talk about food. If we have a flooding event or a extended power outage event, you are going to need food. And chances are it's possible that HB programs are not going to be open, or that you're not going to have a microwave to work with. Perishable items, non-perishable items like rice and beans are affordable and nutritious. Ramen, in case of an emergency. Hey.
Oh, God, not the ramen.
hey, I do like me some ramen from time to time.
I mean, but when you're hungry, it's like a steak.
Exactly. But those things are affordable and they're non-perishable. So you can just put it in the back of your pantry and have it there for in case of an emergency. And if you have children, the diapers and the formula have some saved for if you cannot get to the store. But water, let's talk about water. Bottled water is very expensive. Okay, so you don't have to buy bottled water. You can store water at home so long as it's fresh. If we have some warning that a storm is coming or potential issue that may limit our water supply, you can store water. You can freeze this water, which is going to come in very handy if the fridge is out, if your refrigerator is out. It's going to keep your food longer. And
really quick, Lucy, if you keep your water a long time and you just don't trust it for some reason, you can even use that water around the house for washing, for, if there's no shower, for bathing or flushing the toilets. I've got jugs of water here at my house, at home, where it's like 3-4 years old, but I know there will be a use for it if there is an emergency. Yeah. I'll just bring fresher water in, it's the one I want to drink and cook with, but I'll have the old water for the needs like bathing or flushing toilets or cleaning around the house.
Yeah, you can also fill the bathtub. I've done that before. Yeah. And I would make a lot of ice, make the ice ahead of time, so you don't have to buy ice. So if you have an ice maker in your fridge, I would just make a whole lot of ice because sometimes you cannot even find the ice to buy anyway, right? So,
and is that the end of your list, Lucy? Is there more?
There are a couple more, but just call 211 United Way, know your resources, know what is available, and plan for next year. Plan ahead.
Absolutely.
And be prepared.
And what's key, Lucy, once again, if you can afford to put $10, $20 a month away, and we know that's hard for some people. We're realists here on The Factor. But if you can do $10, $20 a month or what have you, just have that money on the side, like the old school Christmas club account. Instead of saving for Christmas, you're saving for a disaster. And, God forbid nothing goes wrong, then you can maybe use Christmas. But all right, Lucy, the advice we need, real advice, of course. We want to thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. And hopefully we've helped someone prepare for the next disaster that we see, because there will be another disaster. Just tragic what we went through